I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to Finextra TV. Today we're in Dubai for the SunTec Confluence 2019, the theme of which is Digital at the Core. With me now is Colin Dinn, CTO of Siam Commercial. Hello Colin, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure.
And now we are talking about digital at the core and the digital transformation journey. What would you say is your bank's approach to the digital transformation journey and what have been the learnings?
The bank's approach to digital transformation was really, we saw it as an imperative that we had to follow, or we had to drive very quickly. We were falling behind other organisations. So we saw that we needed to actually move very, very quickly. So our view was very much around getting hold of the customer experience, looking for critical mass, and growing that critical mass through a better customer experience. So we've driven through that kind of direction. Technologically, that's got lots of different implications. But really, we ring-fenced the basic core so that we could actually leverage and focus all on the delivery. So we built things like digital decoupling. We built these things, these layers, so that we can disassociate the customer experience from what we call the systems of record. What's that meant is that we could move a lot quicker, we can and innovate a lot quicker, so we can put a lot more function and a lot more capability. Our real view is that we do not want to be a product system. We don't want to be a product-based bank. We want to be a customer-based bank. So we've had this conversation for a very long time, is how do we still see ourselves as relevant to a customer? If you've got a Samsung fridge and you've got a supermarket, then a payment is not relevant. What's relevant is the Samsung fridge actually is that smart to tell the supermarket to come and deliver. The payment is not relevant. So the big challenge that we've been going through is how do we stay relevant to our customers? How do we keep our brand in front of the customer? And how do we deliver what the customers want? So that's been our driving force on the digital transformation. Technologically, that's meant huge challenges. I say, we've built a whole digital decoupling layer to ring fence and hold off our core products. We're looking at how we augment those core products. So we've gone from a technical point of view, we've gone into, instead of being a manufacturing architecture where we build things, we're now in an assembly architecture. So we've got a mechanism where we can bring new capability, blend that with our existing capability, and then enhance that to our customer. So we can offer different capabilities, different solutions to fit with the customer's experience. The other thing that is really important to us is we've got to judge it from a customer experience point of view. People talk about product centricity. People talk about customer centricity. What we're moving to now is a different layer. I call it intent-centricity. And intent-centricity, I've got to brand this someday, but intent-centricity is very much about, it's not just knowing your customers, but knowing when they want to do something. That's the hard part. And those are the things that are driving us in our digital transformation.
All right, so you've told me where you are in the digital transformation journey now, but what does the future hold and how can a bank be successful in the future?
I think the future's got to be, it's interesting. I don't think anyone really understands what the future is. I say traditional banks, personally, I don't think they're going to survive in where they are. You talk to some banks, they do want to be a product bank. That means I'm going to provide loans, I'm going to provide deposits, and I will sit behind aggregators. The other banks, they actually still want to be relevant. I think that the future is about partnerships. How are you going to blend the banking component in with lots of different experiences? You've seen that, you look at the Chinese organizations, Alipay and all of these. They've taken, the concept of shopping online and they've built the payment mechanism behind it. Their focus was not the payment system, their focus was the e-commerce. So what we've got to do as banks is how do we blend in and bring in ourselves with other partners so that we can actually be successful. We're only going to be successful when we partner with the right organizations and bring the right kind of experience. Something that's relevant to the customers, what they want in their life, not what we want. We want to sell a mortgage, they want a house. So focus on the house, don't focus on the mortgage. The mortgage will come by default.
All right, and following on from that and thinking about partnerships, where does digital at the core fit in? What are the benefits and opportunities it presents?
Digital at the core. Well, you can't actually, as I say, it comes back to, I'm an architect. it comes back to this whole concept of how do you create these new enhanced capabilities. It's assembly. They've got a component. I shouldn't be rebuilding what they've got. So basically, digital at the core means that I can blend all of these different offerings together and create something brand new. That's what it's all about. If you actually look at a lot of the, the technologies that are coming out, it's not new technologies. It's people bringing together different facets of technologies to create a new customer experience. And that's what we've got to do.
Colin, this has been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.